guys, welcome back to Vlogmas. In today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys along my workday, a very in-depth routine of what I do. Today's Monday, so I figured it would be a great time to bring you guys along my workday. I already made myself my coffee and my breakfast. I'm having oatmeal today with fruits, banana, and peanut butter. That's my favorite go-to breakfast when I'm super busy and like don't really have time to make a avocado toast or anything like that. This is like super quick and very hearty. So I'm gonna have this while I start my workday. And if you're new here, I am a mortgage loan officer, as you can see by the title. So basically I help people get home loans when they're buying a house. And I've actually gotten a lot of questions on Instagram from you guys about how I got started in this career, what it's like, how to network, and basically just asking for advice in real estate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post right now on my Instagram that I'm filming a day in my life of a loan officer, and to send me any questions so that we can end this video with questions regarding the real estate world and all that good stuff. Oh, I'm getting a call. I have to answer. Good morning, this is Maria. Okay, that was actually not a work call. That was them letting me know that my car is ready, because I went to go drop off my car this morning because my tire light has been on for so long, and I thought that I kept losing air in one of the tires, but I guess it wasn't that. It's just that my sensor's broken. So anyways, I lit a candle, line dried linen from at home. So yummy and fresh. I love lighting a candle before starting work because it just gets my senses going. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on our work day. So basically gonna take you guys along what the process is like when buying a house and where I come in to do my job. So basically let's say, okay, you want to buy a house, you're interested in purchasing a home. If you don't have $300,000 cash to buy a house, which most people do not, I mean, that's a lot of money, you get a home loan from a mortgage company. So basically they lend you the money to buy the house, and then you pay them back monthly through a mortgage. So I'm basically the loan officer that takes the loan application, originates the loan, and basically is with you from the time that you find a house to the time that you close on a home. So we're basically the ones that give the money to buy the house. And basically the process is as follows. You apply, we review your income, your credit, your debt, and then based off of that, that determines how much you qualify to purchase. Once you know how much you qualify to buy, then that's when you start house hunting with a realtor. They take you out, they show you houses that are within your budget, and then if you like a house, you put an offer. If an offer is won, then you're under contract, and then you start the loan process, like the formal loan application. I work directly with the bank to get the loan approved, and there's a ton of things that go into getting the loan approved. You need to get an appraisal, you need to get a verification of employment from your employer to make sure you're employed, all this stuff. So we work with a lot of third parties to get the loan approved. But on Monday specifically, what I like to do is I like to respond to the most urgent requests, which are usually estimates, because it's the weekend, the realtors took out the clients, they want to see numbers before they submit an offer. You want to know how much you're going to be paying for that house, how much money you're going to be putting, and how much your monthly payment's going to be before you even submit an offer, because, you know, to avoid any surprises. So I like to get to that first because it's urgent. You don't want people waiting on you to submit offers. You want to get the estimates to them right away. And I actually usually work on weekends, so if I get estimates over the weekend, I will get to it right away. But yesterday was such a busy day, so I didn't get to any of them. So let me see if I have any to get to. I actually don't have any to get to today, so that's good. That means I got to them all over the weekend. So I'm gonna go ahead and basically just clean my email out. That's the next thing that I love to do. I love to clean out my email and get to more of like housekeeping things that I can get done like in a minute or two, like responding to an email, uploading documents that are needed. Like that usually takes me not that long. I know some people don't work this way, but the way that I like to work is I like to get the easiest things out of the way, which is like responding yes or no to an email, responding received to an email. Like if somebody sent me documents, I want to make sure they know I received them. Little things like that that don't take that long. Then I'll move to things that take a little bit longer. I just feel like it's easier for me to focus on things that take longer when I know that a bunch of the little things are taken care of. For example, some things that take longer are processing pre-approval. So clients that send over their income documents, I want to know how much they qualify for. That can take me anywhere between an hour to 3 hours, depending on how extensive their application is, if I have to get more documents, if I need clarification on things. So I like to work on that more towards the end of the day. And then the thing that can take longer as well is working on loan approvals. So once the bank reviews everything, says, here you go, we're going to give you this money under these conditions. A lot of the times the conditions are as simple as like making sure you're employed. So in other words, getting the verification from the employer directly, having them fill out this form. Or sometimes the conditions are, I need another bank statement. So things like that. Those can also take a while because you have to obtain that directly from the buyer, which, you know, depending on their schedule, they might not be able to get that to you right away. So just things like that. But I hope this is clear. I'm going to do housekeeping stuff, which is like really quick things, responding to emails and things like that. And then I'm going to do things that take a bit longer. And I think I'm going to take a break like around noon because it is 9 o'clock now. I cannot work a full 8-hour day without any breaks. My brain would be fried. So I like to work in increments. So I'm going to do that now. I'm at 45 emails on a Monday, which isn't too bad. I'm going to go ahead and work towards all of this stuff, and then I'll let you guys know where I'm at 12 o'clock. Example of how real estate works. So I'm going through my emails and I just got an email that a buyer decided not to continue with the home. So it says that the sellers and him could not come to an agreement, so they're not buying. I just lost a contract, honey.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm doing a day in the life of a loan officer. This is a perfect example how
I'm normally not here.
Yeah, he's normally not here. Are you leaving?
Yeah.
It's a perfect example of how as quick as you get him is as quick as you can lose him. So it's past 12. I did work a little bit over my scheduled time because I had quite a bit to do and I wanted to get it out of the way before I moved on to the next part of my day. So I'm going to kind of summarize what I did today from start to finish. So I basically went through my emails. I cleared everything out. So I went from 45 emails to 4 emails, which is awesome. I sent out 1 pre-approval, which basically means I processed a pre-application and I told them how much they qualify for. I sent conditions for a loan, which means all of the conditions that the bank was asking for, we obtained, and I sent it to the processor. And then I also sent out a few prospective emails. So like we got some clients that are interested in purchasing, so I sent them the list of documents that we need to get pre-approved. I sent out a conditional email, which basically means I let a borrower know your loan is conditionally approved. This is what we need. And yeah, that's basically everything that I did. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's actually really time consuming. And I think that's a lot achieved in just 3 hours. So now since it's closer to 1, this is when I would kind of take a break from work as sort of like my lunch break. I'll either go to the gym or I'll do something personal for myself. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a few things on Instagram. I have a picture that I want to post and then also a reel. So I'm going to edit that, post it, and then I'm also going to clean the kitchen because our kitchen is a disaster. And then I'll come back around 3-ish to finish up hopefully these 4 emails that are pending. Before I get on with the second half of my day, I wanted to answer a few questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. Also, I haven't finished my coffee. It's very common for me to reheat my coffee throughout the day because I don't finish it all in the morning. All right, so one of the questions is this job based off of commission or salary? And then I had another one that said, do you actually have a salary or is it solely commission? So basically the way that I get paid, and this is different for every bank, but the way that I get paid is I get paid hourly, so 80 hours a week, fixed hourly rate, and I get paid commission. I get paid a certain amount on all of the loans that I originate. So that's basically how I get paid, and a majority of my income is commission. So that's that, but every bank is different. Like I mentioned, some are salaried. I know some loan officers that are salaried and only get paid a really small amount of commission of their loans, or there's some loan officers that don't get any hourly at all and are straight commission. The majority of the other questions are also about requirements, like qualifications and requirements of how to be a loan officer. So we have requirement to be a loan officer. Do you need a real estate license? Steps to become one. How do you become a loan officer? Do you recommend? Thanks for this video. Do you need a degree? How do you get started? How do you start? Is there specific training or certification you need to become one? And it's honestly very simple. So basically, in terms of requirements, if you have absolutely no experience in real estate and like no knowledge of how the process works, I would definitely recommend taking an online training class. It wasn't a requirement where I worked, but I did it anyway because I didn't know anything about the loan process. So I'll link down below the course that I took. It's with mortgage educators and you can do it at your own pace. That's what I did because I was still in college when I took the course, so I had to do it at my own pace. So I did that, and then I took a state exam. I actually never passed the state licensing exam, which is not required for certain banks. For certain banks, you do not need to pass the state license exam because they give you your own license directly from the bank. But some lenders do require you to pass the state license exam. So it all really just depends. But I would recommend to take the course, try to pass the state exam, because if you pass the state license exam, it gives you a little bit more leverage and looks a little bit better on your resume, in my opinion. And I think it would be more attractive when you start interviewing. But that's basically how I got started. It's very, very simple. Take the training online. It's pretty extensive, but the good thing is you can do it at your own pace, and then take your state exam, and then as much as you can try your best to pass it so that you have that under your belt, and then start interviewing with banks that are hiring loan officers. And I started out as a part-time assistant and then kind of worked my way up to doing my own loan. So that's basically the steps to become one. The next question is, do you see yourself being a loan officer for the rest of your life? And to be honest, I'm not sure. I don't know 100% like how much longer I'm going to be doing this. It really just depends on the other goals that my husband and I have in mind to pursue. So it really just depends. I mean, I love what I do, and yes, there's days where it's stressful and I question my career and I question doing this. Like everyone has, in my opinion, those times, even in like one of the best, if you have like the best job ever, like you still, I'm sure, experience moments like that. So even though I experience moments like that with my job, I do genuinely love it and I'm thankful for it. So I could see myself doing this for a while, but just don't know, however life plays out. What's your favorite and least favorite part about your job? So my favorite part is just the principle of helping people obtain home ownership. Like I'm blessed to be able to help people achieve these goals. And then my least favorite part is the stress, because it could be very, very stressful. There's different experiences as to why I think it's stressful, but that's definitely my least favorite part. But sometimes the positive outweighs the stress. So that's practically all of the questions that were submitted. They were all pretty like similar along the lines of asking roughly the same questions. So I think now what I'm going to go ahead and do is clean our kitchen and also get up some content on Instagram, and then see what time that is and where we're at. Is clean. I made myself a little snack plate before I go back to work. It's very light. I just have some grapes, some carrots, some tomatoes, cheese, and crackers. I don't have any hummus or cucumber or salami, which I love putting on my snack plate, so I'll just have to do this for now. But I'm gonna head back to work. It is 3, so it took me like an hour and a half to clean the kitchen, so I do have to get back to work. So when I left, I had 4 emails. I'm out of breath. I always get out of breath going up the stairs. Now that I'm back, I'm at 26. So not that bad. A lot of them are just like things I'm CC'd on and don't necessarily need my attention. Okay, so I just finished going through all of my emails, and it is just for all of the 22 that I got in were just things that I'm CC'd on. So since it's 3, I think I'm just going to work on one pre-approval that I have pending, which is basically, like I mentioned, just reviewing the borrower's income, credit, debt, letting them know how much they qualify for, and then sending them estimates to review. So I'm going to do that, and then I think that'll be the end of my workday. All right, so I just finished that pre-approval. It is 5:15 now, so I'm done with my workday. Lately, I have been able to wrap my day up by 5:30, 6 p.m. because we aren't that busy. But it kind of just depends on the season right now with winter and everything. You know, the market is kind of slowing down a little bit, so that's why I'm able to get my work done in a reasonable amount of time. I'm glad and thankful for this season. Every season is different. I just wanted to answer a few more questions that I got throughout the day on Instagram, and then I'm going to carry on with the rest of the vlog. So one of the questions is, where do I get started and what do I need to be successful? So I kind of already addressed where you can get started, but I did want to touch on what you need to be successful. And I would say be teachable. Get under somebody's wing that has been doing it for a really long time and that has the patience to teach you and to coach you through the industry. Network with realtors. Offer your services to realtors, because when you connect with realtors and network with realtors, that helps kind of promote you as the lender, and they can trust you with their clients and send you clients to work with. So I would say those 2 things. If you're teachable and you have patience and you are willing to put yourself out there to network, do it. This is not really a career question, but I wanted to touch on it anyway. It says, what are some tips for people who don't have houses yet but will like to purchase in the future? There's a ton of tips that I can give you, but I think the top 3, if I had to pick top 3, would be work on your credit. Try to get your credit as high as possible. You don't need like an 800 credit score to buy a house, but the higher the credit, the more loan options you have. We can work with credit as low as 580, but it limits you in terms of assistance programs. It sometimes requires more down payment. So it's always best to just try to better your credit as much as you can, because that's going to give you more mortgage options. Also save as much as you can. And the third tip would be stable employment history. So it's totally okay if you change jobs within the last 2 years and stuff, but just try to maintain a job for at least 2 years with no large gaps, except for COVID. COVID is such an explanation for a gap in employment. So that's basically the majority of the questions that I got for the career. This was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm all about helping that. So let me know if you guys want to see anything else regarding real estate, home buying, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and get on to the rest of this vlog. Eric is on his way to pick me up because, like I mentioned, we went to go drop my car off this morning to get the tire changed. So he's gonna come pick me up so we can go get my car. I might come home, cook dinner, eat dinner. All right, I'm about to eat. I'm so excited. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine because I deserve it, you know? Nothing like a steak dinner and some red wine. I'm just gonna do this Sutter Home red wine that I didn't steal. I just put to great use from my cousin's baby shower. Because it was a whole bottle unopened, and they were like, who wants this? And I was like, I'll take it. So here we are, putting it to good use. My hair's a mess from the wind. It's a nice sweet red wine. All right, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna have dinner with my husband over a glass of wine. We're gonna unwind and chat a bit, and then I'm honestly just gonna take my makeup off and go straight to bed because I'm pretty tired. I didn't hit the gym today, so I wanna get a nice amount of rest in. I wanna be in bed by like 9 in order for me to wake up tomorrow and have a great workout at the gym. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.